Hello, my name is Noemi Chavez. I want to talk about the most three important parts of my life. One of them is when I got married. Then another when I became an assistant manager and how I had to overcome the different circumstances that there was in work. And the least but not least is my beautiful kids that God gave me. When I met my husband in Walmart, he used to work for produce and I used to work for seafood. But I mean, it was just kind of weird because we didn't have no attraction to each other. And just suddenly, out of the blue, my husband just blinked his eyes at me, and I got butterflies in my stomach. Then from there, things got a little bit haughty out there, me and my husband, right? So it was kind of a reflection with each other. So we decided to have a relationship together as couples. So after time went by, I told my husband, you know what, you have to meet my parents. So we went to my house, we showed up. As soon as he walked in, I introduced my husband to my dad. So one of the things that, you know, got to his eye was my dad's eyes was that he was a Chavez. My name is, like I said, it was Noemi Chavez. So my dad goes, "You're a Chavez?" I go, "Yes, I'm a Chavez." So my dad goes, "Well, you know what, come over here, sit down with me, and let's talk about it because you're a Chavez and we're Chavez too." As a normal dad, you know, normal dad, loving, caring, how he is, my dad, he just wanted for us not to be related to each other. So he sat down with my husband, and he's just, you know, brought his, what was the name of his mom, his dad, his brothers, his grandmothers, his grandfathers, and so on. So unfortunately, thank God we're not related. Another one is when I became, after when we started dating, we got married, I became an assistant manager. As an assistant manager, I had a lot on my back. I had to teach people, associates, how to do their works, and it was pretty hard because a lot of people, they're not hardworking, and you know, it's kind of hard to lead people like that. As a matter of fact, I had even associates not wanting to go to work. I had issues with them being tardy, not being responsible for their duties. So as a manager, you know, I had to do my responsibilities to bring their attention, and I always try to help them out in any way. But you know, but as a manager, we have to, you know, to keep motivating the associates for them to perform their job. I mean, not only that, we have a lot of stuff in our back, like for example, like customer service. The customer service, we have to give the 200% guarantee on the customer, or else, you know, they will just pick up the phone and they would just call corporate office to make a complaint. And we, as a manager, as a store manager there in Walmart, we, you know, as a Walmart associate, I mean a manager, anybody will call to corporate, we'll make it like we seem really bad, like we wouldn't take care of the customer like we are supposed to. And you know, after time, you know, went by, my husband, you know, the hours I would make, you know, like I was already married, you know, we started kind of having complications because of my long shift hours, especially because I started working nights, you know, graveyard, you know, not having so much time with my husband. And that just made me realize, you know, I could even see it in his eyes that, you know, that he needed me. I even felt sad because I wasn't with him. Like, I would see other couples that would go to the movies and have just a good relationship. And, you know, just little part, you know, I just thank God, you know, that he took me out as being a manager. And so me and my husband could build up the relationship that, you know, I would see other couples have that I wanted to have with my husband. Then surely enough, you know, after, you know, being a manager, I got pregnant. You know, I got pregnant. My first child, her name is Chavez. You know, we just wanted our house to be full, like, you know, those little voices of kids telling you mommy, daddy, especially when you come from work or go to school, you know, come back and see our kids. It was so lonely in my house that I wanted to have kids. You know, I thank God, you know, I have 3 little kids. I have 2 girls. One of them, her first name is Chavez. She's 9 years old. You know, one of the things that I admire on my daughter is her eyes. One of her eyes is just half colored eye, and the other one is dark. And no other kid or other people have that privilege of having that eye. You know, my second daughter, her name is Noemi Chavez. She's really small, petite, and she has a very good heart, and she's always on my side. You know, she has, you know, everywhere I go, she wants to go with me. I clean the house, she wants to be cleaning with me. You know, I'm just blessed on having my two girls, because they have helped me so much, like emotionally. They take care of me when I'm not feeling good, you know, and I just appreciate God for those two little girls. And my boy, the third one, I mean, he just looked like his dad. I mean, he's another upper level, because he's a boy. You know, two girls and a boy. It's really not complicated, but different kind of attitudes towards a little girl. But I mean, he has his nice voice, his caring, tendering too. So I mean, I really thank God for this opportunity that He had given me in my life. I'm sure, you know, like, and as in conclusion, I'm very thankful for all these different parts of my life. Without them, I wouldn't have not fulfilled my dreams, because it was a dream, you know. I did want it to become a manager. I did want it to get married, and I did want it to have kids, you know, because that my kids are my pride and joy, you know. Even if when they're gone with their aunts, I feel sometimes empty, you know. I'm happy, you know. I'm happy because God has granted me with these willpowers, and I have learned to value life better. And I know I may not go back. I know I cannot go back on my mistakes, but I will try to advise my kids to do better. And this is just my life, you know, and I really appreciate God for giving me this opportunity.